Good afternoon, everyone. This is Cricket Country, and I'm here again with Devarchit. This is Aditya, and we are here to talk about the first sessions played between India and England on day 5 at Nagpur. England started at 114 for no loss. They were going very well. They were 180 for 0 before Hashim fell for 82. He was unlucky to miss out on a well-deserved century on his debut test match, but since then it has been Cook's show. Root fell early, trying to accelerate, but Cook is still not out with Ben Stokes. And he's got to a 38th century, breaking a lot of records. He went past Don Bradman's tally of 29 test runs. This is his 5th test run in India, and that is the 4th most by any player in visiting India. And this is his 6th overall against the subcontinental team. But still, talking about the match right now, 97 runs were scored in the 29 overs. The run rate was just above 3. What do you reckon about the run rate? They did score runs, England, but there was not much urgency shown.
See, England were very, very lucky because India should be the ideal winners of the first session because they were able to take out 2 very, very important wickets. Hasib Amir was looking like another batsman who will get a century on debut in India, and India were able to avoid that. And second, they were able to take out Joe Root. And this batsman is somebody. I mean, Joe Root is somebody who can play his strokes very, very easily, and he has this lack of dominating the bowler. So that is what should be given as an advantage to India. Sadly for England, they had 2 very wrong men at the crease since the start of the play. I mean, England started off on a very cautious note. They were very easy going. They were leaving the balls outside the off stump to score and all. And Hasib Hamid, he was looking very convincing yesterday in the final session. But today, he was not able to play the cover drive as easily as he was able to do it yesterday. I mean, a lot of them were finding the edges, not carrying to not the catches, but edges which were rolling down to the wicketkeeper or probably the first slip or even to the third man. So England had the wrong man at the crease, which is why they scored about 3.5 runs and over, which should have been a lot more higher comparatively because right now what we have left is if we look at the last 2 sessions, we have about 60 overs of play left. England still do not have enough runs on the board, which will make them feel safe. They will feel that they're still behind by 100 runs more, and they might consume another 25 overs to score these many. If that happens, then India will be happy to play a draw over here.
What do you think the targets in England are aiming, if they're aiming at all a target? I mean, they have a lead of 260. The 320, 350, what should be the target? Because from now on, whatever time they consume, obviously it will get deducted. In England, India will get less overs to play. And who knows, India might also get on with the positive approach.
Talking about the declaration, I mean, declaration is something which depends entirely on Alistair Cook, and he is a very, very safety-first captain. So keeping that in mind, England are still ahead by 260 runs, unless and until they don't add another 100 more runs to their total, which actually puts them in a safer position comparatively to what they are in right now. We cannot say that England will be able to declare. So let's assume that England will bat on for another hour or so. They will try and add a few more runs. But look at how England started this morning. In the first hour of the play, they were very, very cautious. And they were able to add another only, say about 40 runs more. So if they go out in the same fashion, then it will be a little difficult for the game to have a result. At the same time, England had Hamid and Cook batting in the morning session. Right now, what they have is Cook and Stokes batting, and Cook has already got his 100. He has done his job. I think if he tries to take the aggressive route, it will be better for him.
Okay, so before we move on to the questions, I assume there are some questions for others. What about the pitch? The pitch hasn't done anything extra on day 5 also in the first session. But Amit Mishra, he got some positions. He came in very late in the attack of the first innings. Also, he was underbowled. Yesterday also, Virat Kohli was pretty much clueless because he didn't bring Amit Mishra yesterday also when he had to. Today also, after long hour of play, he was introduced, but he got 2 wickets. And he was struggling. He only troubled Cook also. And though he was lucky with the half chances going his way.
I think that is to be blamed to Virat Kohli's infatuation with the fast bowlers. Because they still not learned the hard lesson which MS Dhoni did for a very long time, and he remained clueless how to use Indian bowlers for a very, very long time. Now this is a wicket which is where fast bowlers will be considered very lucky to take a wicket at all. I mean, look at scoreboard. How frustrated he looked after bowling out 29 overs without getting any success at all. I mean, he was lucky to find Gautam Gambhir in the mess on the third day morning early on. Otherwise, Broad was looking very, very indifferent. Mohammad Shami has not been able to find big success. Umesh Yadav did goal his heart out.
But then again, the edges went past.
The catches were dropped. He was able to move the ball around, but again, it didn't work out for him. So keeping that in mind, I mean, Virat Kohli should have definitely utilized Amit Mishra alongside Ravichandran Rishit, especially when the time when Ashwin was able to dominate both the English batsmen. I mean, Cook was looking clueless against Ashwin, and Hamid was being beaten left, right, and center. So if that was the case, Kohli could have applied a little more pressure by getting an Amit Mishra in the place. But then it depends on how it comes down to how much trust or how much of planning has Virat Kohli himself has done with the leg spinner that he has seen. We have a few questions. Khwaja Moin Khan is asking how much will England give India to chase? Khwaja, anything above 350 is what we can expect, because still a lot of time left in the game. What we have been seeing in the last 2 days are 2 extended sessions by 20-25 minutes to accommodate those extra overs. England will take their own sweet time to bowl the overs. India have been ahead in the over it. England have been behind. So that is another thing which we have to keep in mind. A target of anything 350 can be expected. Prince Osama is saying, I think this test match will be a draw. Yes, Prince. The chance of this match ending in a draw still remains very, very high. Swalit is asking, why has Kohli all of a sudden lost confidence on Mishra? He has played a role in Leggie's resurgence. Has he underbowled Mishra?
Definitely, I feel he has underbowled Mishra, as we were talking about. And Sujit is very right to point out that Mishra's career was lifted ever since Kohli took on the mantle from Dhoni. But then in this test match, I mean, I don't know why he has been underbowled in the first innings. Also, some missed chances, sloppy fielding by Mishra also. Apart from the whole Indian players also, and the whole bunch haven't been good with their fielding. But then Mishra also was not good. Kohli looked agitated, frustrated towards him.
Mohammad Shami was not even looking when Ben Stokes hit his first ball.
Yeah, I mean, he didn't even know the ball was
going. Went past a few meters away from Mohammad Shami, and Shami was just standing. So it's been a very, very poor effort by the Indian fielders, and this is again coming back to the point which I made yesterday. I mean, had India taken those catches in the first day, had India not allowed boundaries, had India not allowed Ben Stokes to get that 100, which actually took England past 500, the story of this match could have been a lot different.
But saying all that, still it has the test match still has 2 sessions left. Mishra's bowling and to having introduced him so late in the attack has played a role in this test match, and England have gone past India's score. India with a good lead now, 260 runs. Still 2 sessions left. How much time do they give to the batsman before declaring?
England will take, I think, at least more than an hour to bat and see where they get to, because anything above 350, anything below 350 will be very, very chancy for England. I mean, India have a very strong batting lineup. Murali Vijay, he plays in the IPL. He has the he has the ability of hitting the bowlers out of the park with a lot of ease. We had seen in the first innings, Vijay was dancing down the track easily and hitting every single ball over the bowler side. Cheteshwar Pujara is again somebody who has been batting very, very aggressively. Gautam Gambhir in need of runs. He will definitely try to get those quick runs and make a very, very, very strong impression. Kohli missed out in the first innings. Hit wicket, Rahane missed out in the first innings, clean bowled. All these batsmen will be eager to settle some scores with England, because this Indian team does not want England to end the game with any sort of advantage, and that is what their motive should be.
So right now it's all about psychological advantage, who ends up where before the second test match. It's more about Mishra also. The second test is at Vizag. He has to prove a point, whatever overs he has up his sleeve after the session resumes. After the play resumes, but right now 260 runs lead England have, and they must be planning a declaration soon. Let's see how India go out about the business approach with this chase, and we'll be back after the pre-session. Thank you.